Hello, everybody. My name is Wyatt. This is Victor. Welcome to Purple and Gold Talk. This is our intro video. We're very excited to be with y'all this Lakers season. This is something that me and Victor have talked about for years now, and it's finally coming to fruition. Big thank you to everybody tuning in right now. It's a blessing that y'all are here, and we're excited to bring y'all some great news about the Lakers this season. Vic, introduce yourself. Let's hear your voice. Are you excited about this season?
Man, yeah, I am. I'm actually so hyped for the season. I can't wait for this game tonight. But on the topic of introducing ourselves, like you said, my name is Victor. We go way back. We went to high school together. We actually played ball together. We played basketball together. So really, a pillar for our friendship has always been basketball. Even though back then I was not a supporter of the Lakers due to the fact that I've been, pretty much the entire time I've been following basketball, a huge LeBron James fan. So, uh, I've been bouncing around with him, and that's just how it goes. I'm honest about it. I was never really particular to a team, considering I'm also foreign. So it's not like I was born in a city where I can support it, you know what I'm saying? So I was okay with the fact. I was like, that's my guy and I'm going to roll with him. And then, it's funny actually. We go to a movie one day, and as the movie was about to start, breaking news: LeBron James is a Laker, and it's so crazy because after all those years of debating Kobe and LeBron, and our teams playing each other, Christmas Day games, always LeBron's teams really back then played the Lakers a lot, and we would always butt heads with that. As good, we support our teams, support our guys, but yeah, it was crazy. So really, my Lakers fandom started with you there. It was born with you there, and it was such a crazy moment for us to have. Yeah. And here we are. 6 years later. I'm a Lakers fan, and it's been awesome. So yeah, but that's also a little bit about me. I love LeBron James. That's been really my basketball fandom. But why? What about you?
Man, Victor, let me tell you, we're glad to have you over here in Lakers Nation. Yeah, it's a blessing to have you over here. Um, my Laker fandom started in 2007. It was during the 2007 NBA Finals, and I got caught up watching a guy named Kobe Bryant. Y'all might have heard of him. And fell in love with Kobe, fell in love with the game of basketball then. I was in fifth grade. My family wasn't particularly basketball fans. So I was introduced to the game maybe a little later than some, but picked off right there watching Kobe actually lose to the Celtics
Yeah.
in that NBA Finals. I got to kind of see his redemption in the next two seasons, winning back-to-back championships, and ever since then I've been a Lakers fan at heart ever since. Like the biggest Lakers fan in the city, man. Back in my high school, middle school days, everybody knew me as that Lakers guy, that Lakers fan.
Yeah. I actually want to say on that note that although clearly you've been the longer term Laker fan here with Purple and Gold Talk, and really in our circle, really anybody we know, like anybody knows why is that Laker guy? He's been running with him, but I just want to make clear to everybody out there because I'm sure a lot of lifelong Lakers fan, if they tune in and hear I'm over here due to LeBron James coming over, it might seem a little iffy. I just want to know. I just want to let people know I'm here for life. Yeah, I've been loving the culture since I've been here. I love the Lakers, like truly, like as a team. Like I said, been moving with LeBron, so I've never really like with Miami, with Cleveland, like I'm there for LeBron, and I've never had an attachment to the team. But really, since day one, not since day one, but like since the first season that LeBron's been with Lakers, I've had this attachment to the team, and now I can't get enough. I'm here. I will be here. If LeBron leaves, LeBron leaves. I'll still support him because I love him, but I'm a Lakers fan, and you can bury me in purple and gold. So, yeah, that's why I was. We're so excited to start this because it's real genuine now, And but on that note, yeah, why don't you tell everybody, everybody that's watching right now, our mission, our vision for this channel, how we see, kind of unfolding what this channel will be and grow into, and what we hope it to be.
Slide. Hey, this is our first one. This is our first one, guys. We're gonna get this mic throwing down to a T. But our vision for this channel is to bring a new wave into the Lakers fandom and to connect Lakers fans all over the world. We plan on bringing you longer bi-weekly episodes, chopping it up about purple and gold, as well as shorter news-oriented videos covering things such as game recaps, roster changes, and injuries. The most important part about this is connecting with other people, connecting with you. It would mean the world if you would like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help us out. It really get us off to a great start here now with our first video. And if you could follow us on all our social medias at Purple and Gold Talk underscore.
Purple Gold Talk underscore.
Purple Gold Talk underscore. I'm so sorry. Purple Gold Talk underscore. We're gonna put this down here in the video for all of you. That's our vision. Let's move on to our hopes and our dreams for the season. I'll give it to you, Victor, and you can kind of tell what are your hopes for the season? What do you expect for the season? What you got?
Man, I'll tell you, I'm actually very excited for the season. I feel like it's been since our championship run in 2020 where we really have a squad that seems the most full since, really. It was really sad to see that whole team just disbanded after winning a ring. You don't really see that often, and I feel like we could have done some things just to tweak and go back at it again, but we just completely wiped the slate clean, and clearly we've seen what the last 2 years of that looks like. So it's exciting to get back to a place where I look at 1 through 15 and I'm excited about it. So with that being said, I think one of the main points I'm trying to see this season is definitely our signings, right? Our new signings. I want to see them shine. Especially, I'm really excited about having 3 bigs again. That's huge. We clearly lacked size in the Western Conference Finals. Not necessarily because AD can do that for us, but having that bench guys to come in and help him out. He had no help down there. So I'm really excited to see how we can, implement Hayes and Wood and, kind of have that big presence down low again. But also our shooting, man. Our shooting has improved on paper. Hopefully it translates. As we all know, you come to Laker Nation sometimes as a player and your stats disappear. Michael Beasley. Yeah, I'm excited. Gabe Vincent, D'Lo's back, which personally to me is a little questionable, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and I'm going to see how he does. But as a quick side note, I just want to say I'm very excited for the re-signings of Rui and AR. I know you and I have been really high on them, and we're really excited for their future with us, man. And just seeing like Rui work with, Phil Handy and Braun like really close is like the greatest thing for me. I love seeing that, So I'm really excited about that. I think it's really important that this season we send a message to the league, and I think one of those things entails in winning the tournament, first ever tournament of the NBA. I think if we could do that, we focus on championships over here, but I'm just saying it would be a nice little side thing as we get there to be like, hey, we're not playing around. That's how I feel about it. So we'll see how it goes. But again, excitement is through the roof. I can't wait for tonight's game. And yeah, those are my hopes for the season. Really just seeing our free agents or our new signings shine and obviously have our leaders take us to where we know we can now with better players alongside them. But what about you?
Man, I definitely think that the tournament is
A little closer.
I definitely think the tournament is like, man,
Really?
I could give or take less if we
Really?
win or lose the tournament.
Interesting.
I'm just worried about the gold. I'm just
Okay.
worried about the
That's
championship
fair.
at the end of the day. You did hit on a lot of good points though. D'Lo, I really want to see if D'Lo is going to sink or swim.
Yeah.
This season. A lot of pressure is going to be on him at the 1. Is he going to sink? Is he going to swim? I've kind of seen him do both in situations that he's been put in over his seasons with the Lakers.
Well, and his career in general.
Yeah, I love D'Lo. Love him. He was drafted by the Lakers. I want to see him shine. Will he do that? Good thing is, he does have a nice tradable contract if stuff does go downhill. You hit on Rui, AR. Super excited about both of them. I have super high expectations for AR. Um, I was kind of thinking in my mind if D'Lo kind of starts to sink, that the ball would be in his hands more. And I want to see the ball in his hands more this season. We saw that he was a playmaker for Team USA, and hoping that translates right into the NBA. I want to see him shine. Rui, training with Bron this year. I expect him to take a big step forward.
Yeah.
I am concerned with the minutes for our forwards, though, and how many minutes Rui is going to get. We have Prince down there, which Prince is coming in. I really think he's going to be able to spread the floor and shoot well for us. We have Vanderbilt, which is our lockdown defender, one of the best defenders on the team. We saw ourselves putting him on the best guy in situations last year. And then we have Bron at the forward too. We got AD at the forward too. I'm like, is he gonna get that? Is he gonna get that many minutes? That's the only thing that concerns me about Rui. But we're gonna see what happens this season. We're gonna see what Darvin Ham has to cook up. I am not a Darvin Ham fan. We'll see what he does with the lineups, with the rotations this coming season. To be honest, I didn't like some of his rotation choices last season. We won't get into that now. But we'll see how it goes. I have high hopes. High hopes for this season. Championship run this season. I would think, nonetheless, of not having a championship run this season. We have AD. We have Bron. AD says he's playing 82 games this year.
I would love to see it.
Believe it or not, he says he's playing 82 games this year. I don't think he'll get the full 82, but I hope that he is healthy, and I hope that he is MVP level AD, because that is the way we're winning a championship. We're not going to win a championship on Austin Reeves' back, as much as I love him. We're going to win a championship on AD's back. That's the way to the championship. That's the key to the championship. So we know how we're going to win a championship. Who is our biggest threat, do you think, in the West right
now? That's a good question. Well, on paper, obviously we gotta respect the Nuggets, right? Really respect Joker and Murray. You can't put up a performance like that against us last year, Western Conference Finals, given whatever excuse we want to make with Bron's foot, AD up and down, as Stephen A. likes to call him, Mr. Six Flags, he likes to call him, because he's roller coaster up and down. And, all the other variables, like the lack of our depth and stuff, or at least, compared to now. But he was still shining, right? He was MVP caliber of the season, even though Embiid took it, but clearly took Finals MVP. So we got to respect Joker and the Denver Nuggets squad. I believe they are a threat. However, I believe they are much less of a threat to us than they were last season. I want to make that very clear. I think in a 7-game series with this squad, if it looks like what we imagine it to be, we can beat them 100%. Up next, I think it's definitely Phoenix. That's another threat. They worry me a lot less, though. I want to make that clear as well, because their starting five is a problem. No one in the league can deny that. 29 teams can deny that they're a problem. But you look through, 6 through 15, and you're not as worried, if you know what I mean. Especially with the pickups and the moves we've made. I like how we match up there. Once you get your starters out, how we matching up. And I believe we win that. We win that there, personally.
what happens when somebody gets in foul trouble?
What happens when somebody gets in foul trouble? Exactly. Yeah, especially now.
When Nurkic gets injured.
Nurkic injured. Yeah, especially, I'll tell you this. You take Nurkic out, They got what's his name? Asian dude from the Nets. He just came over. Owanabe or something like that.
Yeah, Watanabe.
Watanabe. He just came over, right? Okay. You take Nurkic out, you put Watanabe in. We take AD out. We got Christian Wood, Jackson Hayes in. So you come on, we taking you to the hole all day. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
To be honest. So really, I think at the core, the Suns still have the same issue: lack of size and lack of depth.
Yeah.
Did it improve compared to how they were last year when their season ended? 100%. No one can deny that. Adding Bradley Beal is also very scary. We've never seen him on without a Wizards jersey, so this will actually be pretty exciting. Just as a basketball fan, to see him somewhere else, because I like him a lot. So I want him to prosper. Like get out of Washington, bro. Like you're meant for better things. So I'm excited for him, to be honest. But not before we get ours, though. Not before we get ours. So yeah, and then. To be completely honest with you, that is it. Those are my only two real big concerns. Yeah, just those two, because we could look at, if Zion gets serious about his game, New Orleans could be a problem. But I think you're just not there for us or compared to us. And, of course, you got to respect Golden State. But, again, I think they still haven't fixed the issue that we beat them with last season. And, if anything, we became an even bigger problem for them, which was they had lack of size and couldn't stop AD. We got 3 big dudes now. Who you going to put on all 3 of them? Especially if you play 2 of them at once. You're not stopping us. Mm-hmm. Right? So, that's just how I feel. And then I think the rest of the pack is pretty even kill. Like, you got Dallas and... John Morant and Memphis and company, and I just think that if we face any of them, it'll just kind of be like how our first round last season when we just go right by them. To be honest, so on paper that's how I feel, totally. And to be honest, Nuggets, Phoenix, problem but beatable problems. That's how I feel. What about you?
I agree with you. Phoenix could be a problem. The Nuggets could be a problem. But those are the only 2 problems that I see in the West as of now. The Steven Adams injury really hurt the Grizzlies. And I thought the Grizzlies could maybe give everybody a run for their money once Ja gets back, once the team gets going. They added Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, and then having Steven Adams down low, man. Steven Adams is a warrior. Yeah. He's a warrior for your squad. He lifts the spirits of your squad. He's just like, has your back. Has your back in the playoffs. You need a player like that has your back in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Losing him for the season really took them out for me. I might have included them if that wasn't the case.
That's fair.
Now that we're talking about this, let's go ahead and give our East-West predictions. We'll go ahead and start with the West since we're on the West. Yep. I'll go first. I personally have the Nuggets getting the number 1 seed again this year. For that second seed, I would have to go with the Suns. I think the Suns are gonna have a good regular season. And then I'm gonna say that we get the 3rd seed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we get the 3rd seed. 4th seed. This is kind of tough. This is tough getting in this area. But man, who would you give it to?
I feel like it's either Golden State or
I feel
Memphis.
like either Golden State, but Memphis is not going to have Ja or Steven Adams. I really think they're going to struggle early in the season. The Kings won a lot of regular season games last year. I think the 4th spot would be the Kings. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they won a lot of regular season games last year. Let's say they do the same, and they get that number 4 spot. The number 5 spot, I'm giving to the Thunder. Okay. Yeah. I'm really believing in Shai.
Same.
And I'm believing in their squad. If they stay healthy, I want to see what Chet does this year. They played well at the end of last season.
Definitely.
And I think they're going to do something. Next, where we at? We got the 6th seed.
Yeah. Need 2 more.
Yeah, and I'm going with the Clips. Yeah, the Clippers probably in that 6th seed. I hate the Clippers. I hate the Clippers, but they're probably gonna be there. Yeah, if we're just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
7th seed. Let's go with the Warriors.
As a 7th seed?
Warriors as the 7th seed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warriors as the 7th seed. And then we're going to go Grizzlies as an 8th seed. The last team to get in the playoffs.
Okay.
Late. They're going to have to...
A late push.
Yeah, Ja Morant in the play-in type deal is going to have to get them in.
Okay.
And that's what I think's going down. Do you have a different opinion on that?
I do.
What's your opinion on it? Here. And here's the teams. If you want to look at the teams.
Sure. Yeah. So I'll probably buy that. I wasn't thinking about it too hard before, but I'll buy it on that. Nuggets number 1. It just seems like due to the fact that they have that consistency running from last season, seeing as their team is different but not that different, they still have that gel. I think they're just gonna keep rolling. To be honest. Yeah, so first seed, I wouldn't be surprised if I see it go to them. And I agree with you. I think Phoenix is going to be a fantastic regular season team, a problem for all 29 teams every single night, barring injuries, of course. This is all barring injuries, of course, because there are some injury-prone players that live over there in Phoenix, so it could get kind of shaky for them. You know, they could go from potential second, first seed to 8th, play-in tournament, depending on how it goes, but I see us as a 3 seed. I really do. Okay. And that sounds like my safe bet.
So you have Phoenix as your second?
Phoenix as my second.
Okay, so same 3.
So same 3, but I see that as my safe bet for the Lakers. With if we can gel together quick enough and get the ball rolling, no less than 2. Just saying that now.
Yeah, I would love to be a top 6 seed.
Yeah. So, but my 4th seed, personally, actually, I think is gonna be the Warriors. As much as I hate to say it, as like I said, I already mentioned, I'm a huge LeBron fan, so everybody can probably put 2 and 2 together, and I despise the Warriors. So, which, side note, I got a real kick out of beating them last season. It really felt amazing, to be honest. But
good.
I think they're gonna squeeze in a 4th. I think they're gonna definitely turn around that whole issue they had playing at home this season. At least I would hope so, right?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, they got to. I can't live like that. So I see them as the 4th seed. And then as the 5th seed, again, with health in mind, full peak health and effort from Zion, I see them as a 5th seed. The New Orleans Pelicans. Yes. I believe they could do that. If anything, I'll say this, no less than 6. Again, if they get right, I definitely think no less than 6. They're a problem. I mean, last year when they were like that, I mean, they were literally number 1 seed for like a month. Mm-hmm. Like, they can do some stuff for sure. And Zion has been looking explosive in the postseason or in the preseason, I should say. So, I have them at the 5th seed. With the 6th seed, I will give it to, instead of the Kings, I think the Thunders are gonna get in there.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I think to be honest with the Kings, I think they had a great season last season. No one can deny that, but I don't think they're gonna dip down in quality all the way down to not in playoffs. I just don't think they're gonna do as much as they did last season. I think it was more on a Cinderella story vibe, and I'm not hating. Believe me, Malik Monk, De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, Herter, etc. They're a solid squad. I just think they're gonna just dip a little bit because I think they were just kind of riding that wave of like success last season, and now it's gonna be like we gotta start again from 1, and that's just how I feel. I think I'm gonna have them at the 7th spot, or did I say 6 for that? No, I have them at 6. Mm-hmm. With the 7th, instead, no, sorry, New Orleans 5th, Thunder 6th, Kings 7th, and then I agree with you. I think Grizzlies will get that 8th spot.
Okay.
Oh, I'm actually forgetting the Clippers. Yeah, actually, I'll buy that. No Clippers in the playoff. I think they'll make the plan, and I think they may or may not make it in. I think I'm going to just put the bet on they won't because I just think a lot is in the air with their injuries, man. They can't get their top 2 working. And I think adding Russ, I think they're going to see that it's not really a play right now. I think it's all going to just come really crumbling down for them this season, if I'm being honest. And I think next year, Clippers is going to be looking very different. I'm going to say that now. I think one of those 3 pieces, if not more, will not be a Clipper next season. Although I have to check like how the contract's looking, but just depending on like how it all works out, I just think it's just gonna be like a really bad season, honestly. Like, yeah, to be honest, I'm hoping for it, and I actually just genuinely think so. So that's my top 8 for the season. I think Clippers will get in playing, but maybe make it, but probably not. So I put that's my 8th.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So, pretty much our differences are that I had put the Clippers in the playoffs. You did not put the Clippers in the playoffs.
And then we have some other teams in different slots.
Yeah. You have the Pelicans instead of the Clippers, and my problem with the Pelicans, I just don't think Zion Williams is going to be healthy this season.
Like I said, I'm being optimistic.
Just don't think he's going to be healthy. And if they don't have Zion Williams, they don't got it. Brandon Ingram and C.J. McCollum can't do it by themselves. Going to the East. This is a little different for me because I'm not used to doing Eastern Conference predictions. But I am going to say that the Bucks will be the number 1 seed. Yeah, they have continuity.
Mm-hmm. And adding Damian Lillard is
most of the guys played together, and they added Dame Dollar, one of the best players in the league. So I'm gonna go to the Bucks for the number 1 seed. For that 2 seed, I hate to even be saying their name, but we're gonna go with the Celtics for the number 2 seed. They have a good roster. We'll see if it pans out. I think Porzingis is going to be very injury prone, as he always is.
I agree.
Why they traded for him, I have no clue.
No clue.
Injury prone player, more than AD really. This man always got something going on, and we saw that he could not prove it when he was in the playoffs with Luka.
Yeah.
They made that run, and this man just couldn't get it together.
Just fizzled out.
Yeah. Not a big believer in Porzingis, but the Celtics are the 2 seed. For the 3rd seed, it gets a little mixed up right here. I am going to go with the Cavaliers. I think they're going to be a high seed. I think they were the 3rd seed last year.
I agree. I think they were like 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell. You know that boy puts on a show. Hopefully their bigs are a little better this year. So we got the Cavs at the 3 seed. The 4 seed, man, I want to say the Heat, but I don't think they're going to get... They're not a team that wins a lot of regular season games like that.
Yeah.
Like, they always get in with, like, a lower seed. So, for the 4 seed, man, that's tough. Because the East is looking kind of weak. I can't even lie.
Definitely.
For the 4 seed, I'm gonna have to put the Knicks in there, I guess. For the 4 seed, I think they were the 4 seed last year. Also, they were the 4th or 5th seed last year, so we'll put them in there for the 4 seed. We'll put the Heat for the 5th seed, and I think the 76ers is gonna be the 6th seed. To be honest,
That's safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be flowers and rainbows over there for the 76ers and for 76ers fans this year. Their loss of Harden.
Harden's shit in the bed right now.
Yeah. Will Maxey step up? I hope he can step up. I think he's a good young player, but I don't think he's all-star potential. You need all-star potential guys. You need all-stars to win championships.
Definitely.
And Embiid sadly does not have one there with him.
Yeah.
They're doing him a disservice. So we got them for the 6th seed. The 7th seed. Hey, bring it home. We'll go Atlanta Hawks for the 7th seed. We're here in Atlanta, guys. We'll give it to the Hawks. We'll give y'all a playoff spot. They always somehow sliver in there and let down these Atlanta fans. So we'll give them the 7th seed. And for the last playoff spot, give me the Nets. Give me the Nets for the 8th seed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the Nets for the 8th seed. If you have any thoughts, here is the roster.
Yeah. Man. Okay, you surprised me with that Nets 8th pick, but I agree with you. Bucks won. I think barring injury again, there's not really anyone in their way, in my opinion. If Giannis is back to being freak Greek that we know and love, uh, adding Dame to that is just really dangerous. Really dangerous. So I'm actually excited to see them play together. And I just, we both actually been huge D Lillard fans, so it's good to see him in a different jersey. I feel like it's refreshment, especially for basketball fans in general. Like, we want to see these great players like Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard get out of these just awful situations that they've been in, because they deserve more. They deserve to shine on a brighter stage. And so it's exciting that we're going to get to see the possibility of that. So I think definitely Bucks won. Again, I agree with you. Hate to say it, but probably Celtics too. And I am fully on board with you. Why, as a GM, would you go after Porzingis? But whatever, do your thing, Celtics.
Float your boat. It's great. Great for us.
Yeah, it's great for us. Yeah, because we'll take. And even if he was healthy and we face him, we're taking you to the hole, bro. Like, you can't. 3. I will agree with you as well. I'm big high on the Cavs. Really big fan of Donovan Mitchell. Man, really like Spider. I love the way he plays. Really, it's just fun to watch when he dropped that double nickel last season. It was a sight to behold, especially that fourth quarter ending and the OT. I mean, really, that is some basketball right there. I love that dude. So definitely got the Cavaliers at 3. I think they're gonna mature a little bit and like really actually do some stuff this season. Not that they didn't last season, but just like we're gonna, like you said, their bigs maybe get better, and I just think last season will be like a learning experience for them since they're so young, and really take it into this season and improve. As my 4th seed, I'm gonna put, man,
That's what I'm saying. It gets tough.
It does get tough. The East does look weak. You know what? I'm being a little optimistic here, even though I do agree with you that they're not a great regular season team. But the Heat, I think something about how last season went for them, they're going to just kind of pull that out, I think, since the East is so weak, I think. With the Knicks being 5th, I think they're going to swap there, and then they're going to see each other post-season. The Knicks at 5th, and then honestly, I take that back. I'm going to put Knicks at 4, Hawks at 5th, Heat at 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, because I just remembered, we're here in Atlanta, but we're not Hawks fans. But, you like to see the city get excited about it, because it's meaningless to us, to be honest. So, I want to see that DeJounte Murray, Trae Young combo really click this season, and I'm hoping it does, because it did not go so smooth as their first season. But again, I have the same thoughts on that as I do with the Cavs. Take it as your first time, learning, move on to the next season, start clean slate, let's get to work. And that's how I want to see them move this season. I really want to see them move, if not higher, but I put them at that 5th spot. Knicks 4, Hawks 5th, Heat 6, and I'm going to go one lower than you. I think 76ers is going to be like 7th seed, to be honest. I fully agree with you. It's going to be, if you're a 76ers fan, we're really sorry for you. Because Harden is definitely shit in the bed for y'all right now, and it's not very fun.
Harden.
Say what?
That's it. Ben Simmons and Harden.
Ben Simmons, now Harden. Yeah, you got to deal with that. It's a tough break. It's a tough break, and it sucks. But he's literally going to pop a squat until he moves. He's not going to play a game, and that's a shitty situation to be in. And like you said, you can't do it without at least a second All-Star. But these days, it takes probably more than that.
Yeah.
And he's not going to play. So unless they get him moved fairly quick, and what they move him for, 7th. And I think, like, truly, like, realistically speaking, like, their ceiling is like 5th. Like, they had an amazing season, to be honest. And I'll give the 8th spot to, instead of the Nets, Bulls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. And shoot, if I'm being honest, since I really just realized the Bulls, I would not be surprised if it's like 76ers 8, Bulls 7, to be honest.
Okay.
I like that vibe as well. But, I'll give Embiid his respect right now.
Yeah.
And I'll put 76 or 7. And I'll give Bulls that 8 spot. I think Bulls, man, like, they just had a really tough break last season with some injuries and stuff. But, we're big fans of DeMar DeRozan. And I like Zach LaVine. So I think if they can really find a way to somehow make it work. And obviously, we're Caruso fans. I think they could. Yeah, I think they could get in there, squeeze in. Definitely at least a play-in spot, by the way. But I think they could squeeze in there for the 8th. So yeah, that's my pick for that. But now that we've covered our 1 through 8s on both conferences, and we obviously said our top 4. Now let's talk. Who do we see winning the West as a whole? Who do we see winning the East as a whole? And who do we see raising that banner and chip at the end of the season come June? I'll go first. West, you know what it is. Purple and gold. We going all the way, baby. We gonna get right in time. Even if it doesn't look smooth from the beginning, we gonna have to iron it out by the end, and we're gonna have to play some hard basketball. We're gonna have to play some hard basketball. We're in a very, very tough conference division. All of it. I mean, the competition that we see most of all is the West, and it's tough. None of it is easy.
Yeah.
Whereas if we were in the East, I mean, come on, stop playing. As we see, it's clearly weaker. So I see the Lakers pulling it out this time, probably against the Nuggets again. To be honest, if it's not the Nuggets, definitely Phoenix.
We're gonna have to go through them.
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have to go through them. I just don't know if it's like semis or conference finals, but I think it'll probably play out that way. Probably because of the seating, the way we lined it up, it could be conference, to be honest. But anyways, I see us finally pushing through and putting them back in their place. Like, one championship, like, have your fun. It's back to get us back on road. Mm-hmm. Number 18 coming on the way, and I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see him, man. D. Lillard, first finals. I think it's gonna happen this season. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go through Greek Freak and D. Lillard.
Yeah.
The first time finals player and what people like to say, the most dominant player in the league right now.
Yeah.
Obviously outside of Joker. I think we're gonna have to see him in the finals. Okay. If we get to finals, I think we're gonna see the Bucks. Okay. That's how I feel. With us winning the chip, of course. Yeah. I think we have enough weapons to really slow down Greek Freak down there now that we got our size up, like I was saying earlier. Mm-hmm. And I think the rest really irons out because Chris Middleton, D. Lillard are our problem, but like I feel like the rest of our bench is better, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be a tough series if that happens though. It's definitely going no less than 6.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, possibly even 7, but with LeBron on our team, I like our chances.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, what about you?
Well, brother, I firmly agree with you on your predictions. I do think it's going to be a Lakers Bucks finals. That's my preferred finals to see. I would love to see us beat the Celtics.
Yeah.
In the finals, I wouldn't be mad if we face the Celtics in the finals.
I don't think they're getting through Milwaukee.
Would love to beat them. I don't think they're going through Milwaukee. Never know. Another injury could happen, and they could get there. Yeah. But barring no injuries, I'm saying the Bucks get to the NBA Finals. Dame has to get there. It's a lot of pressure on him. It's a lot of pressure on Giannis. Also, he wants more. So I would love to see them in the finals. And I got the Lakers winning. I got the Lakers taking it home, obviously. As a Lakers fan, we pick our team every year to go to the finals. I was picking them to go to the finals when we were drafting Lonzo Ball. We were drafting D'Lo. We had Chris Kaman and these guys, Steve Blake. I was still picking us to win this chip. So, yeah, that's how us Lakers fans roll. Laker Nation, all day, every day. Now move to we have our finals predictions. We have our championship predictions, MVP predictions, and this is something I was thinking about, and I definitely think Luka is going to be in competition for it. I definitely think Giannis is going to be in competition for it. And to be honest, who I think is going to be hard not to give it to is going to be Jokic.
Yeah.
I just think he's going to put up the same numbers, if not better.
Yeah.
And
That's fair.
we're going to be like, how do we not give it to this guy? Yeah. Especially after we missed him on his last MVP last year.
Yeah. It was clearly obvious at the end of the season we gave it to the wrong guy.
Yeah, clearly obviously at the end of the season. So, I kind of want to lean to give the MVP this year to Jokic. As a
safe pick.
Yeah, as a Lakers fan, I really would love to see AD compete for it. Would love to see AD compete for it.
Just in the conversation.
Yeah. We'll see how they match up in tonight's game. Mm-hmm. But if I had to put my money on it, I'm going Jokic for the MVP. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I can't deny much of what you just said, to be honest. I mean, I feel like everybody league-wide safe pick should be or can be and should be Joker, right? Like, I mean, the guy has clearly proved it. You know, he should be a 3-peat MVP, but like I said, we saw how that played out at the end of the season. We clearly gave it to the wrong guy, but that's what I like about him. You know, he's not worried about it. He's like, I don't care. I got the ring. That's all I'm focused on.
Ring, he got his horses.
You got that. I already got 2. And even if I didn't have those 2, I still don't care. Like, I like the way he moves. You know, he's really ego-less. Well, everybody has an ego, but you know what I mean, in comparison to others. Now, with the less safer picks, with more of like who I feel like will at least be in that conversation, like, I agree with you. I would love to see AD in that conversation. Yeah. I think if he really is serious about what he says and he's trying to play 82 games, then you can't play 82 games and not be in the MVP conversation. Because if not, I don't care if you played 82 games. You didn't play him right.
Yeah.
You know? We want to see AD, Monster AD. That's what we want to see. I don't care. If you're available every night, but you're not doing anything, it's like just as good as you being injured, basically. Yeah. You know, you're just a thing taking up time. A person taking up time. Sorry. But yeah, so I would love to see him in that conversation. In a perfect world, he wins the MVP for us, and if he does, we definitely win the ring if he's on like an MVP type season, because everything lies on his shoulders. You know, it hurts me to admit this, but as a LeBron fan, the time is ticking, and it's not anymore. It's not possible anymore to expect for him to put the load completely on his shoulders anymore. And that is as a LeBron fan, it's a very hard truth to face, but it is the truth. Not to say he is still not capable of being the LeBron we all know and love, by the way. Which, as a quick side note, depending on how he goes, I'd see him in the conversation too. But they won't. They'll never pay it because they haven't paid attention to him. Like 2020 season. I mean, come on. He had to win that. Gave it to Giannis. In my opinion, he got snubbed. But they just weren't going to give it to him. I don't think he'll win another MVP because even if he does put the numbers, I just don't think they're looking at him. And it hurts me. But I like your Luka play. We're big fans of Luka Doncic. We really, really like him. I think I agree. I think he's going to do something special this season. I mean, he does something special all the time, but I think this season is really something special for him, hopefully. Yeah. Especially with his first full season with Kyrie. Mm-hmm. If Kyrie really does play his role and help Luka out as best as he can, Luka should shine real bright this season. So I think that'll be Joker, Luka, and then Greek Freak as my top 3 like safe bets of like what's most probable with the aspirations of seeing AD in the conversation, and personally, you know, LeBron, but that's just like not happening. But I think he will put up, as he does, MVP type numbers. He just won't be in the conversation, especially now with we should actually remember this, the requirements now. You have to play a certain amount of games. You have to, you know, there's requirements now. Yeah, I just remembered that. So it's going to be a little tough probably for players like LeBron, AD to get in that because they're not as dependable with their availability. Mm-hmm. But Luka could be said for that as well. Yeah, so he has to stay healthy. Now, if he wants to win his first MVP, he's going to have to stay healthy now that things have changed. Joker is a dependable person when it comes to that. Greek Freak can be, but he also could slip up a little bit with health. So we'll see how it goes. But I think that's how we're rocking with the MVP pick. Yeah.
Okay. Well, man, let's transition. Let's go to a couple things. We'll say three things that we want to see from the Lakers this year. I'll go first. One thing that I do want to see from the Lakers this year is for us to have our Showtime identity back. I need the Showtime identity. I want us to be back to Showtime Lakers, similar to how we were in the playoffs and towards the end of last season. I just want us back. I want us back there. The second thing that I want to see for the Lakers is a championship. I want to see a banner.
Of course.
Yeah, I want to see number 18. I want to see us get over the Celtics.
Yeah.
We're tied up. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us has to one up each other, and we have to get one in these latter LeBron years. We can't waste these LeBron years. He's been here 6 years, and we only got one. Yeah, we can't waste any more years with LeBron here. I'm a dynasty guy. I'm with the Lakers, and we need this chip. So that's the second thing. Third thing I want to see from the Lakers this year, and might have to ponder on this for a second, but I think I would love to see them actually be a top 4 seed in the West. Also, we have lingered in the bottom seeding in the play-ins and not even making the playoffs these last 6 years. So I want to see us be a top 4 seed. I want to see us be a dominant team in the regular season. And those are kind of 3 big things that I want to see from this year. Obviously, the championship is a huge thing. That's the thing. But those are the 3 things I want from the Lakers this season. What about you?
Well, for me, I think I've told you this before off camera, but I want to make this very clear. I want to make 2 things very clear. One, like I said, I've been here with the Lakers for 6 years now. LeBron's entering year 6 with the Lakers. And again, I'm here till infinity. But we're 0-6 on game 1s. We're 0-6 on game 1. So I want to win tonight. I want to win tonight. It means a lot tonight as well. We're facing the team that not just beat us, but swept us. And defending champs. Let's also not make a huge deal of it. First game of the season, primarily new squad. We got a gel. But it would be really nice to start with a win. I think it would be really nice to start with a win, so I can't wait for that. I think that would be amazing to just start on that right foot. I feel like these last seasons, even our championship season, we didn't win the first game. We're not winning our first games. Like I said, we won chips, so it's not like make or break. Obviously, there's 81 more games to play, but I think winning that first game this season will be something I really, really want. And again, this next point, my number 2, I want to make very clear. For as long as I've been here as a Lakers fan, we have not beat the Clippers. I need to see that. I need to see that. That is unacceptable. It is disappointing. It is honestly fucking disgusting. So we need to beat the Clippers. And I think this is the season. I think this is the season. This has to be the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is because our team is finally, like I said, since 2020 year, which again, I don't know how we didn't beat them that season, but we didn't. Looking shape, like the shape is looking nice of our team, and I think we're just gonna be a problem in general for anybody on any night. So I think we play them 4 times, maybe 6. We gotta win one. You know what I'm saying? There's just no way. We can't do that. We just can't go out sad like that. And you know what's crazy? I fully believe we would have beat the Clippers in our last game that we played them last season if it wasn't for the fact it was on that back-to-back night after we got out of Phoenix.
Man, no excuses.
No excuses. I'm not saying that, but I'm just letting you know that last season roster at that time could have beat that team.
I feel you.
That's all I'm saying about that. Yeah.
What's your third?
So my third. Okay, yeah, I fully agree with you. I also had this as my top 3. We need to be top 4 seed.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm tired of being at the bottom. We need to be top 4 seed. We already obviously made our predictions of where we hope to be, but anything under 4, I'm disappointed. Not disappointed, but it's definitely not what I'm going into the season looking for. So I want to see a top 4 seed with an honorable mention, as I stated before. I want to win the play-in. I want to win the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
I do. I really do. I know.
What's your in-season tournament trophy?
In-season tournament trophy. Go to Vegas, win it. I think. You know, as a soccer fan in Europe, that's used a lot. Like you play in your league, but you also have trophies that you play and compete for, like mid-season. So this is like the first time something like that's getting introduced in NBA. So I'm actually really excited about it. I think it'll add a nice like hype to some games on just a regular night. And I think it's good instead of waiting for full on excitement at the end of the season. And I think it'd be nice for us to win the first one and just to win it in general.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go. Let's build a dynasty off that as well. Shit, let's go get fucking 17 of those. Like, what do you mean? Like, y'all can't stop us anywhere. I mean, that's just how I feel.
I
Like,
ain't gonna get away from winning.
yeah, like if there's hardware to go get, let's go get hardware. Okay. Let's go put up some more trophies in our in the practice arena. Like, that's just how I feel. So yeah, that is my 3 things with a little honorable mention in there, but obviously not as important as the first 3. And then of course, like, let's not shy away from it. I just think it's too obvious to put it in my top 3, but we gonna get that ring. We gotta go get that ring. We gotta go get that championship. So yeah,
we're moving. Predictions for the game tonight. We got Lakers versus Denver. It is opening night. Who you got, man? I got the Lakers winning tonight. We need to come out like some dogs, man. Yeah. We need to come out like some dogs. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm really interested to see the rotations, seeing the role everybody is playing. I'm really excited to see AR. Personally, AR is my favorite Laker right now. My boy Victor's favorite Laker. You know, this guy's LeBron. He's done mentioned LeBron like 20 times during this podcast already. But my favorite Laker is AR-15, man. I am looking for him to go off tonight. Trying to think of a couple of things that I'm looking forward to. Tareem Prince, I'm really kind of looking forward to seeing what kind of game that he brings. He used to be with the Hawks here, and I watched him some when I went to the Hawks games. Didn't really keep up with him in Minnesota, but he did give us a tough run in last year's playoffs. Looking forward to seeing him. And if D'Lo sinks or swims, man, I really want D'Lo to prove himself this year. We'll see if he is capable of that. But super excited to get this season kicked off and ready for a Lakers dub tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's exactly what I'm looking for as well. I'm very excited for tonight's game. We need a win. We need to come out hot, lots of energy. Slap them back in their face. Like, you talking all this shit this summer. Like, well, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? What? Like, relax. Go ahead and enjoy your first one. When you get 16 more, then come hit me up. We can have a chat. Like, what are you doing? You know. So, but it's okay. I get it. I mean, you're running that. You're on that high. Like, it's okay. But we gonna see. You know, when it's time to put in the real work again. Let's see what's going on. So I think we gotta come out, punch them back in their face. Want to see a win. I think. I want to see how AD's moving. He's been talking a lot. A lot of good talk. I'm happy to hear it. You know, I haven't heard AD talk like this in a long time. Yeah, since like his first season with the Lakers when he was like really excited about it. Really.
He ain't been yapping like that.
Yeah, he ain't been acting like that. He's actually just been silent, and then season started. He's here. Yeah. To be honest, but now he's actually vocal and he's like expressing his excitement, expressing his desires for the season, expressing his goals. You know, and that's good. That's good to hear. I feel like there's been a turn in him. After the last playoffs, and there's like the gear that was there when he won his first chip that just kind of faded because he probably kind of felt content. Mm-hmm. Now kind of like reappeared because he kind of like hopefully at least woke up and was like, hold up, man, why did I ever lose this in the first place? So I'm hoping that's the AD we get. So I'm excited to see how he's moving. Bias, obviously, King James, the foot is back, the feet is good to go. So I hear. I'm excited to see what the King does tonight, you know. I'm always excited to see what the King does every night. But I'm also excited to see him play a different role where he's not as important, if that makes sense. Like, his 48 minutes from him are not necessarily needed. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what he will be used like how he will be used in this new system. see how Darvin Ham uses him. I'm very intrigued to see that. And then, like I said, and which you touched on, our new signings: Gabe Vincent, Prince, the two bigs, Hayes, Woods. Personally, I want to make this very clear. Not high on what's his name again?
You talking about Cam Reddish?
Cam Reddish. Not high on Cam Reddish. So I hope he proves me wrong. I'll say that this season.
He gonna prove you wrong.
Okay, yeah, I'm with it. Like, I mean, hey, I'm all for proving me wrong because that gets us to where we want to go. Uh-huh. But if you ask me, that's the one signing this season where throw that shit away.
Okay, we'll see.
That's how I feel. But I would love, no, believe me, I would love to get proven wrong. Oh, would I love to get proven wrong? I'm not gonna wish anything negative on our team.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. And yeah, last thing would just be Rui and AR. Come back on that same note y'all left the last season on, but better. Yeah. And, you know, AR rolling that Team USA role. 'Cause, man, if you look at that team, he was really the one, to be honest. He was money.
Yeah,
besides Ant, yeah, it's just them two, really. Everybody else kind of fell asleep. So I'm excited to see that. And, yeah, a big Laker dub tonight. That's what we need, man. Let's go 1-0. Let's go fucking 1-0.
Let's do it. 1-0 to start this season. Let's do it. Guys, that's a wrap. We're about to wrap up here. This has been our first episode of the Big Screen Show. It's been great. It's been an experience.
Purple and gold talk.
Oh, shoot.
That's funny.
The Big Screen Show, man. Hold up. This is going to be a promo. This is a promo for your show, dog. This is genuine. This is a promo for Victor's show, The Big Screen Show. My guy over here reviews movies. We'll throw something up. He reviews movies, TV shows, and I've been hopping on there with them for the Ahsoka series. And messed up, said the big Screen Show. But that's funny. We're here for genuine content, just like this. But thank you guys for tuning in to Purple and Gold Talk. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, like, comment. I'm passing to Victor so he can say his farewells, and we're out of here.
Yep, I got not much to say. We gonna be out of here. We gonna see y'all soon. We're excited for this season. We can't wait to bring you guys videos this season and following the Lakers. And I don't know if you mentioned this, but our plan is to actually bring you guys at least the longer format bi-weekly episodic videos where we really sit down and just chop it up and just talk Lakers and like what's been going on in the last 2 weeks. We don't live that close together, so bi-weekly is kind of like the best schedule we can make to come up here in the studio. But we're gonna be bringing you guys content consistently after every game, like you said, game recaps, roster changes, all that kind of stuff. So just be prepared. We're here, we're ready to get going, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to engage with us. That's the main thing about this channel. We want to engage with you guys, so we want to become friends with you guys. You'll find other Lakers fans. Let's talk Lakers. Let's talk everything Lakers in the comments and all our socials. You already know where to find us. Everything down in the description. But with that being said, we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Bye, guys. Purple and Gold Talk. We're out.